Today we'll be looking at a game between Grandmaster Arthur Yusupov and Nogueiras with the black pieces. This game took place in 1985 in Montpellier, candidates quarterfinals. Yusupov is white. The game started out as Queen's Gambit. And here we had the exchange variation, and the game is proceeding along calm waters. So D3, Knight F8. Here, Nogueiras chooses a line that I wouldn't say is offbeat, but he probably should have castled first. And this is a line that is not really seen often. Idea is simple. A lot of times, Black will develop this knight to G6 later on, and then castle. Also, it frees up the option of this bishop to be able to come out immediately. And also, another idea is to bring the knight here to E6, attacking this bishop. Knight E5. Just taking advantage of the fact that this knight has moved from guardianship over the E5 square. Queen B6, attacking the B2 pawn. White castles, ignoring the B2 pawn, and I think here is the correct choice because Black is behind in development, and the knight on F8 looks kind of awkward right now, while White has good development and is ready to attack. Bishop takes E5. To me, this just helps White. Speeds White's attack up as D takes E5. Knight G4. Queen A4. Nice move. Developing and has a threat of taking this pawn due to the pin right here. Queen takes B2. Now notice Nogueiras is not developing. He basically brought out a few pieces and is launching an attack. Now amateurs know that you really shouldn't attack without development unless the position absolutely calls for it. And ladies and gentlemen, this is not one of those positions. He definitely launched a premature attack, traded off one of his best pieces, that bishop, and now he has queen on B2, knight on G4, and basically goes to show you what's great about chess is that it doesn't matter if you're a grandmaster or a class player, that if you violate certain rules in the game, you will be punished for them. So let's see what happens. He's behind him. King is in the middle of the board, and he grabbed the B2 pawn with the queen. So let's see what happens. Rook AC1. It's a calm developing move. Bishop D7. He wants to guard against this tactic here. Let's just look if Nogueiras tried knight takes F2. with the idea that if rook takes the of course black will be winning immediately. So knight takes f2. That's met, fortunately, by just simple rook c2, and white is winning here. So rook ac1, bishop d7. Nice move. Centralization by Yusupov. Queen d4. And in some lines, you can see the discovery opportunities against this queen on b2. f6. Again, Nogueiras is attacking from an inferior position, and that's bound to backfire. Basically, if you have an inferior position, you really have no leg to stand on to launch an attack from. f6, but he's trying to fight back. He sees the situation getting desperate. He's trying to fight back. E takes f6. G takes f6, which is definitely a mistake. Now let's look at the natural alternative, would just be to bring the knight back. Takes f6, rook b1, queen a3, rook takes b7. Finally the knight comes out to e6, queen e5, knight g4, trade, check. And you can see here that white is up the exchange. The king is still somewhat exposed, but this position is pretty much the best black can hope for out of here, and he may be able to survive this position. I doubt it, but maybe with further analysis he might be able to survive a position like this. But instead, Nogueiras took with g takes f6. Yusupov just played bishop takes f6, attacking the rook in the corner. Rook g8, and Yusupov finds a killer move, knight b5. And here's the discovered attack against the queen earlier that we talked about in this position. Queen is just there, exposed. So be careful about making moves like that and leaving hanging pieces. So knight b5, all kind of threats. Knight here, but the serious threat is knight d6, which is mate. All the squares are covered. Queen takes b5. Nogueiras has no choice. Again, if he does queen d4, this knight d6 is mate. So let's give it to queen. Yusupov badly takes, and here's the knight finally comes out on e6, but it's a little bit too late for the heroics. Queen goes back. C takes b5, and bishop h4. And Nogueiras resigned. He had enough. The game could possibly continue. d6, queen h8, knight f8, and this rook to the 7th. And it's just a cleanup job. Hope you enjoy that game, and I'll see you on the next one.